Creator is the newest, highly anticipated sci-fi film from director Gareth Edwards, most known for the 2014 Godzilla movie and of course Rogue One. I had seen trailers for this film a few months ago and was intrigued by it ever since. It seemed like a film which would be prevalent for our times, and when early reviews came out, which mind you I tend to stray away from looking at, they said it could shape up to be a sci-fi classic. However, the consensus seems to be slipping, and I unfortunately think this will be one of those films that instead people will look back on and be like, why doesn't anyone talk about this? What the hell? Well, I'm here to tell you to go see it and to talk about it because it's deserving of such. I'll get some very minor negatives out of the way. I feel like most people will bring this movie down harsher for what I'm about to say. However, when everything else happens in this film, it didn't bother me as much. In around the first 40 minutes of this film, there is some genuinely really eye-rolling generic dialogue. The type of dialogue you'd see in these types of films hundreds of times. Not exactly in a tongue-in-cheek matter either. Played completely straight, and as the film goes on, it opts instead to ditch this and even ditch some of its humorous moments. I was worried at first that the humor was going to be extremely distracting, considering how alongside it we were subjected to a lot of very violent scenes. It never bordered on Marvel humor, thank God. Yes, despite its rating, this movie is welcomingly pretty violent and pretty disturbing too. I think it's more down to the existential dread of the growing AI advancements, which is always terrifying to think about. Probably the most near realistic depiction of AI, honestly. Performances here are really great. John David Washington is great as always. Every time I hear him being in a new film, I'm interested to check it out. He's shaping up to be a really great actor. He's great here, very charismatic, and always works as a leading man. The girl, the little child in this movie, is really good here too, surprisingly. A lot of the film hinges on emotional high points with her involved, not in a manipulative way either, which is great to see. The visual effects in this film are genuinely really good. It's great to see a modern film have such spectacle. I think the sci-fi genre is one of those that absolutely deserves great visuals that can be pushed to greatness and be borderline breathtaking at times. This movie comes very close to being just that. It could easily be a modern classic, but I feel like people aren't going to give it a chance. People want original films, when they come around, people don't really go see them. Now, in fairness, this isn't inherently original. There's some derivative stuff here and there, but it doesn't become too distracting. It doesn't exactly say anything new about the dangers of AI either, but it doesn't have to. We all know how royally fucked we can be if it goes too far. There's no real commentary to give on it, but that's okay. I did find it funny how near the end of the film there's a strike against AI. The fact that this releases just as the writer's strike is ending is really funny. I'm giving the creator 4.5 stars. An incredibly thrilling sci-fi romp that acts for an emotionally enthralling and disturbing look into what AI could potentially become one day. Take it as another cautionary tale, even if some of us know no one will listen.